Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome. I'm your host for today. Come through. Let's have a chat. Ke batla go itse dikgang tsa basadi today. I wanna know women's ndabas. Come through. Let's have a chat. Come through. Come through. Even guys can chill, man. Even the guys can chill. It's not just ladies only. I'm sure guys have a couple of things that they want to complain about ladies as well. Plenty. Oh. So you guys can come through, sis. Uphumelela noma kanjani ngisiza abantu mayelana. Why are you buying stockings? Yo, we taking names, the muffins. Hey, guys, in. You'll be out here minding your business, drinking your Woolies water. And then, Guning, waiting. Yo, Actually, let me see if I can plug that. Trying to call the girls, but nobody can help you now. When I was home late at night watching TV, Siri, same club, but he was out of town. Guys, let's get with yes, Nina. Nihleke ingozi. Ngifila ukuthi nendli ngasho nje niloke nihleka. Hi Mpho. Guys, good morning. You must help us with imali esheshayo because Mamela, do please not here. Rena le mathata mantsi man talk. Ba re ke mang? Let me turn this down. Pumpkin is busy with salaries, so ask Pumpkin to sort you out. See? Ask Pumpkin to sort you out. I take it you get paid. Ka last day. Pumpkin gets paid. Ka di 20, guys. Be nice to Pumpkin. Be sharp. Be nice to Pumpkin. Right? And guys, you know, I don't get this thing of when you, especially with loan sharks, ne? You get but their idea, why? What are they gonna do with your ID? That part I never get. Nje mina mangathi wangithatha ama idea wabantu ngizoyenzani ID yakho mina manje right now. Or akithi bathu, that's why it prevents you from getting another loan. But I'm still not getting my money. Like at this point I want my money back and you're not paying me. And I'm out here taking you barking. I'm out here taking your thingy. Your ID. Mfuna mali yami. It's simple ndaba. I want my money. I want my money back. Anywho, I think I'm gonna move my stand because when I do this, my glasses reflect and I hate it. I hate it. I'm gonna try and move you guys. Okay, I won't do this because why I'm also am I facing Pizur? Why also am I facing Pizur? Guysini, good morning. Urata dilo. When you're supposed to be early, you're never early. Manje, awufuneki. No, but it's fine. I get you here for moral support. How we go in? Hi, babes. Hi, Mimi. Hi, Mimi. If Barine on social media, I was gonna cry. Hi, memes. Mimi, when I list Langhead, without your ID, you can't do much. With my face doing evictions and choosing case at in. I want my money, man. Like these things you're giving me, they're still not, like for me, they're still not enough. I want my, hi Mimi, I am alright. I am well, thank you. How are you? Yo, you are such a stranger, guys. Umimi. Yo, I know those that are new here will not know Umimi, but Umimi is, yo, Mimi has always been the biggest part of Magoya. Mimi was our Kaka Queen. When Mimi was hosting, you just had to tune in because you will miss out. Why are we hurting you? No, I'm saying, oh yeah, because you guys disappear. Like Scammy was here also the other day. I was hosting. I think it was last week Wednesday when I was hosting, and I'm just like, you guys are quiet. You guys just disappeared from nowhere. Like you vanished into thin air. Like nothing. Not on WhatsApp. Like you guys are just nowhere. What's happening? Hey, what a shame. I miss you, man. Guys, good morning. I'm tired. And today I'm riding solo. KG is not here, but what busy Sabs? You're hurting my feelings. People can't be busy for me. Mimi, you can't be busy for me. Are you busy for me? Ashley Roy is, if you know what he does, yeah, he has a lot on his plate right now. So I said to him, just do the work for today because KG is not around tomorrow, so he's gonna have to host tomorrow. So I said he must just get on with work and get up to date. I'll just be here and hold it down, little Mr. Cupcake. Le motho wa ka on tampang ning ning o tla be a re o kry-ile call kae a tloga matlhatsi wait guys ke matlhatsi. Anyway, hi sis Nano, good morning. How are you? Wabo, I know you got me when I missed the cupcake. I know you got me. Hi Nico. Oh, Nico's back. Good morning, Nico. Morning everybody. Good morning guys. Welcome to Magoya Rundown. Those that don't know, ko mmereko mos nna ke rata di-partner tse. Let understand this nonsense. Anyway, good morning guys. Welcome to Magoya Rundown. I'm part of such a beautiful team. Those that don't know me, guess Kina Sabs, I'm kidding guys. This is Sabs, your host for today. I decided to pick Wednesdays because we went to the market the other day with the guys and I met someone for the first time. The person knew Leroy because Leroy was always hosting, and the person knew KG. And when I introduced myself, he said, "Oh, hi Sabs, Ghost Lady," and I'm just like, Ghost Lady, I know. So this is why I picked this is why I picked Wednesdays, so that I can show face, you know, and Kiskaba Ghost Lady, so that people know who I am, or know the face behind the voice, because I mean, please, I've picked up that the voice is quite famous with you guys. So here is the face behind the voice. Good morning everyone. Welcome to Magoya Rundown. I was gonna say I'm riding solo, but Mr. Cupcake is here, Matlatsi is here, Sis Nano is here, Pumpkin is here, even though Ali is getting a lot about, you know guys, ke batlana le and I get to give you later. Oh no. Why would I even promote my voice? My voice does not need any promotion. It promotes itself. Skampisa Tata, please. I'm kidding. Hi, Kimang. Oh, you're asking Sis Nan. So guys, pull through. Don't be scared don't be chased away by the woman to woman. It can still be man to man, and I know that. You see, you got to put the face onto the voice, or the voice into the face. Either way. Ungikhulumisa kakhulu sisinano Mahlatsi. Like, please man, behave. Mr. Cupcake, nawe ula. No Mahlatsi. Guys, let's get onto the show. Today, waiting. I want to speak about something that I'm gonna switch off more. I want to speak about something that I personally battle with. And like when it happens, it messes me up. It actually hurts me. I'm such a lover and a giver, and like when I care for someone, I really, 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 really care. Like super care. And I am a person that kinali a bad habit of giving people certain positions in my life and assuming that those people also put me in the same positions in their lives. And time goes and you realize that actually usisnano la, I'm the one that's holding sisnano so up high, and not, I'm not a person that announces my achievements. So trust me to buy a car or buy a house and not even say anything. Like, trust me, I'm very much capable of doing that. But as a person, you have like I will not post or announce, but I have like a set number of people that I will let know. Hey, guess what? I put a house or I put a car, And when you put a person on your top 10, I don't know, somehow I assume that I'm also in their top 10, and these days I'm seeing flames, guys. Like, I'm just like, Good morning, Loretta. So I battle a lot, and I was having this conversation with a sister of mine over the weekend, and she was saying to me, she calls me Nana, and she was like, Nana, no one is hurting you. You are the one thing, you are hurting yourself. You are hurting yourself. Ngama expectations wako, and it's just crazy how expectations can, guys, cancel expectations if you can. If you can, cancel the expectations by all means, because uzozithola ukayekaye. I was that guy, mama. It's painful when you realize that you're not held the same level, but it's you. Let me tell you. And my sister said to me, and funniest thing, we were at my aunt's funeral on Saturday, and that time, thank you, Akiti Kimang Akagabon. Pumpkin. And at that time, I need to blow my nose 1 second. So we were at my aunt's funeral on Saturday, and on our way to the cemetery, we had this conversation, and because something happened with a very close person. And let me tell you, when I've been saying that I'm now at the point where I've realized this, and I now read situations very quick and I step back, you know. Uh, but this time with this one, sometimes, if you wanna call it that, but if you wanna call it that, but if there is like five things, you know, when I can't even give context now because um yeah, but I know that. And that's the thing when I'm at, because you are now going to be called heartless. But I always say to people, I think the first question is, if you know me, I care. If you know me, I care. You know, I always say that people that care a lot, or people that don't care used to care a lot. People are so quick to notice or realize or judge when you don't care, or when they feel you're heartless, but they don't pay attention to what got you there. How did you get there? Because at first you were a caring person, but how did you even get there? So okay, so as I was saying that, as a person, you have like a set number of people that maybe like your top 10, that you would know when I have something, or buying a house, buying a car, all these achievements, beautiful things that you guys have spoken about, you guys have been praying for, the things that you guys have been praying together for each other, ne? And then when they finally happen to one, they just, but you realize that all the other friends around you guys know, but when you don't know. Yes, I leave a room for people to themselves, but that's why I don't think you guys are hearing me. You guys are a barking, not even a barking, a set group of friends. You are not friends, but Hore, you are friends with this one person, and then this person has a group of people, including you. And then when these things happen, everyone else around the group knows, except for you. But if anything that happened to her, it happened to you, she would be one of the few people that you tell. And now things are just happening and happening. And just no, it's not just one thing. It's not just two things. It's not just three things. It's things after things after things. And you're finding this one out. Okay. And then there's this one. Okay. And the thing is, when you find out, and they just being in themselves, like you're saying, and they're just taking it, that's fine. But there are people, the rest of the person's circle, the rest of the circle yakamutu om knows, but not you. So what I want us to talk about today is, when do you learn to back off? Nico, I don't think you're understanding me, but we'll get there. I think you got in the middle after I explained. No, but circles, you can't do anything with circles, because remember, I'm not really friends with her circle. But I know that whenever this one person does something or invites me or whatever, she's bound to, I'm bound to see smang mang. So for instance, let's say I met Makupe at school. Nano is my cousin. Nano is my cousin. Let me see. Nano is my cousin. Lerato is my best friend. So all these people don't know each other, but they know each other through me. And whenever I'm hosting anything, could be a bra, could be a baby shower, could be, you just know if there's anything Cabo Sabs, I know I'm gonna see Lerato, I'm gonna see Nana, I'm gonna see Makupe, you know? So you can't really blame the circle because they're not really my friends. But you start realizing that now things are happening in this person's life, and whenever she tells you stuff or lets you know about stuff, it's always a FYI, or you were mentioning something to her and say, oh, by the way, this and this happened, and then you see she hosted whatever, and you see the same circle but without you. So I'm not sure if you guys are getting me, but anyway, one thing that I'm battling with is backing off. I did mention that I was at so it's not the first time that I'm realizing this. You know, and I'm not, if you know me, Mr. Chalk, I'm not a friends person. So every person in my life is more of a sister more than a friend, because I've got very limited friends, and then I just befriended my sisters and my brothers. If you know me, you know that I don't really keep I think my friends don't even, like, are not more than, they're not even more than 5, to be honest with you. So you can understand how close this person is, you know? So I've been at a point where I've once spoken to my older sister. Lerato, please mute. So I've been at a point where I actually had this talk with my sister, and I said, the one thing that hurts us as people is not what the other person does, but it's your expectations. Because I have given Nano a certain corner in my life, or because I put her in a certain level, I expect her to do the same, you know? And I'm now going to start these situations very easily, and I'm going to back off. And I've been mastering that very well, like very, very, very well. These days now, if you know me, I don't stick up in your life for, I'm gone, you know? It's the expectations, you know. I keep saying this when I'm Mr. Chalk, it's the expectations that hurt you. I don't know, like this one, guys, it's just a, and funniest thing, the person cannot even say they forgot or whatever, because you're always checking in with them, and they're always so you guys mode. Sorry, I keep getting calls, so I'm just gonna put my phone on flight mode. Wabo? And when this reciprocation thing is a new thing, when I knew, because for the longest of time, for over 10 years, this has always been the case with us. So this is a sudden thing that these things are happening, and I'm just not in the picture, you know. And you know, even when I told, so like I was saying, Saturday we had a funeral, and I was sitting with my mom and my 2 other cousin sisters, but very close. Like I hold them very, very close. Like I speak to them about everything. So when I told them, what's about mang mang, they were like, no ways, you lies. You lie. And I was like, no, I am not. Like, they were even shocked. They were like, no ways. But like, you guys even used to pray together. And I'm just like, you know. So I now want to be at a point where it's not about anyone. It's not about like certain people, because I think for now it was with certain people. I didn't realize that I had actually bagged it into a certain people, and then other certain people, then I still feel. So now I want to put everyone in the same bag. So if I woke up tomorrow and Lerato, and that's exactly it. That is exactly it, you know? But it's not that I don't realize this part. I do. But you know what I do after that? I will feel bad for backing off. Because I know that Lerato struggles with this and this and this, and I know what role do I play in Lerato's life when it comes to certain things. Because I promise you, there are people that will know. People know, Hori, when I'm in this situation, who's in my corner. When it's time for groove and blah blah blah, a person will have their set of friends that they go out with. And then when ish hits the fan, where they are now struggling or they have anxiety, depression, or financial problems, they know, yo, Sabs, I know Sabs is gonna be there for me because she's just that caring person, and I'll never go hungry. And I can just confide in her and vent, and my ndabas will not be known by anyone. You know, people know. So, but again, I now want to put everyone in the same basket. So if Makupe wakes up tomorrow and buys a house and buys a car, and I find out from our other cousin, or I find out 10 months later after bumping into her, go Mall of Africa, I want there to be normal. I keep out the Makupe, we used to speak about everything, and we used to cry together, and she used to tell me about her dreams, and I told her about my dreams, and we'll say, yo, we can't wait for us to get to this point. That rubbish, far away from me. It might just be, oh my God, you bought a car, congratulations, I'm so happy for you. Done, period, like done, you know? Yeah, I promise you, they have friends. I have this one specific person who will not work in my life. This person, whenever life is good, I will never see her. I will not hear from her. I will never see her. Like nothing, she vanishes. Every shit hits the fan. Every financial problems, or she gets cheated on, or she bombs my phone. And let me tell you, your sister here allows it. So I actually realized that half of the time I hurt myself. Let me tell you, Lerato, I spoil people in my life, and now, you guys, it gets to me. Now I'm at a point where I'm just like, no, because you take people and put them in a certain corner and you nurse them. You like, now I nurse people, like I will, but do they nurse me the same way? You know? So, unfortunately, it comes with having a good heart. Let me tell you, I prayed about it and I said, God, this good heart that you gave me is not working for me. So do something about it. Either he takes it and gives me another heart, or I don't want to be a good person anymore. I want to, okay, let me not say I don't want to be a good person. So I want to reciprocate whatever I'm getting from a person. If you're throwing stones at me, I'm gonna throw stones at you. If you're throwing bananas at me, I'm gonna throw bananas back. If you throw marshmallows, I'm gonna throw marshmallows back. This thing of people will be throwing stones at me, but I'm still gonna be brushing them, getting marshmallows, that nonsense needs to stop. It needs to stop. Like, I need to stop. So I want you guys to engage with me. I want you guys to tell me, Luna, personally, in your personal space, how do you draw a line? Like, where do you get to a point where, how do you get to a point where you look at things and you're like, and mostly friendship wise, and I know with men are the most beautiful being. I feel like in Momol Fating we should have just had men and cancelled women, because Basadi, I'm not copying Basadi, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. Basadi are a lot. You know, with gents, if you check with, I think with all my guy friends, I've never had a fallout. I've never been in a point where I'm not speaking to one of them, or where we had a hiccup nyana and we left it hanging, or now a person, you text them and they send you like a one-word answer. With my guy friends, I've never, ever, and all my guy friends, I've been friends with all of them for over 10 years. I've never had that with guys. Women, yo. Women, women, it's a lot. And you know, for the longest of time, I never used to have so much women in my life. Uskatega. Ntwana, now I have so much women, and I think this is why I'm going through so much I'm going through so much, because I have so many women, and I'm just like, this one, it's this one, it's this. I'm just like, yo, guys, guningi. Mara, if one of my gents had to call me now, it's more selling. It's a, hey Sabs, hey Shorts, how are you doing? Are you keeping up? Where are you? When are you available? You know, it's always an easy going thing with gents. And how flop, you know, gents are so easy to tell you, you know what, if you wanna go ahead with this, it's fine. But now I say this and this and this, but it's okay. And let me tell you, if the guy gives you advice and what's Maya and decides to go the different direction while you try it and you come back, okay, fam, so I don't know. So okay, I don't know what you're gonna do, but now I was saying that you can rather do this. You wanna know what a woman would say? Give moodies, I get yo, they are no more. And I told her, give moodies, they are no la more. I think so. I think so. And you know, for me, when I'm I don't think that's the case, because like I'm saying, with my circle, I have a very small circle. Ne? I have a very small circle, and all my friends, even the female friends, I've adopted them into families. So half of the time, Ketang, the women that are in my life, they are now basically my sisters. I don't have a female friend who is genuinely not regarded as a sister in my life. I don't have, you know. But you, no, women, and you know, I remember growing up, I would always be asked, why are you never with other girls? Why are you always seen with guys? And I also say straight up, I don't like women. It's just so unfortunate that I am a woman myself, but I just didn't like, I never used to like women. I never liked women, because so I grew up as a tomboy, and my friends will always be guys, and my sister that I come after is such a girly girl. So she always had like female friends, and she had tons and tons and tons of friends. And I would always see how they had ndabas every single day, forever. Like they had ndabas, and I would look at her from a distance, and I'd be like, I don't want this for myself. I don't want this for myself. And my younger self handled that department very, very well. But this big one, there's something I'm doing wrong. Yeah, and nako ga e lerato, if you know me, even my cousins, I will not refer to them as my cousins, I will say my sisters, but half of them are my cousins. But because ko gae, I've mentioned that we have so many adopted kids, you know. So we were raised under the same roof as cousins, but raised as siblings, you know. So with all my cousins, we were raised as siblings. So yes, if I have to introduce to someone, I will say this is my cousin, but now I refer to them as my sisters. And for my whole life, they've always been my friends, you know. But yeah, guys, there's something that a younger version of me, the younger self, did right, and this big one, Mahlati, is I don't know, guys. I'm getting it wrong. In short, I don't know what it is, but there is something that I'm doing wrong, and because I think we can all agree that personally we are all doing something, we are all going through something one way or the other, ne? You know, guys, for other people to come and add on your stuff, Me personally, I'm going through a lot, and you guys know I have a funeral every single weekend. Like every single weekend, I am burying a loved one. I needy yonke lento eyenzakalayo that comes with the women. Me personally, I don't need it. Like, so question: how or where do you draw a line? When I, as a person, where do you say Sabs? When you deal with me, this is where I draw a line. As in friendship, when do you know to back off? Basically, that's what I wanna know. Good morning, Makupe.
Yo, dumelang.
How are you?
Hi. We're taking, but it's fine. The skak, but that's alright. Now for me personally, how I conduct all my relations is I don't decipher people's behavior. If you say something to me and maybe I did something or I feel like I may have done something, I will ask you. Because the only way that I will know what the problem is if I have the conversation with you. And a lot of people like to say, oh no, I'm being disappointed by my expectations. No, you're being disappointed by your inability to have these difficult conversations with these people that are so close to you. It's one thing if you confront or address the situation and then it goes south. Then maybe you can say I was disappointed by my expectations. But you can't blame expectations if you sit down and you have a conversation with yourself regarding this person's behavior and having a back and forth with yourself and then reaching a conclusion by yourself and then say you were let down by expectations. What let you down is having a one-sided conversation and answering for that person based on what you believe is why they are behaving a certain way. So you actually don't really know why this person is doing that. You are assuming that they are doing a certain thing because A, B, and C. And then you reach a conclusion based on that. So for me, I back off after I make attempts to address a wrong or to find out from the person what the issue is and not concluding my own things by myself. Because like you said, siyagoa, and you can make the mistake of reflecting how you would react to umgo on the next person. So because even though you are going through a million things, you are still able to be there for other people. Other people withdraw. Other people, when things are difficult for them, they don't like me personally. Sometimes I will go through something. There is no way I can engage with anyone. A win for me, maybe
Makupe,
for even 2 weeks straight, is getting up, brushing my teeth, and taking a bath.
can I
That's a
say
win.
something before you continue? Because I want you to give me context on what I'm saying. So what you're talking about is not what I'm saying. So when you're talking
Okay.
about not speaking about it at all, like
Yeah.
I am saying, I host a bride. Lerato and Nano are there, which you know through me. My small circle that you know is there, but you didn't know. I can see some Lerato tells you, bump into Lerato, and she tells you, or whatever, you see pictures, you let it go. I buy a car. You see a status or whatever, or a status from Nano saying, oh, congratulations, my babe, and you don't know. I host lunch. I host a lunch. The same circle or one or two of them are there, and you were not there, you find out after. I buy a house and you realize that you've been missing out of this. But it's not that we're not talking, we talk now and then. And because I think with all my friends, now my friends will be lying to you or anyone close to me if they told you that we speak every day. I'm not that person. So we touch base. You know me when I touch base. You know me when I touch base. I can speak to you the whole day and not speak to you for the next coming week, you know? And then you reach out and say, hey Sabs, let's do lunch, whatever. And then I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine. And then you say let's do New Markets, go Albertson. Because thinking New Markets is closer to where I stay. And then I'm like, no, why don't we do Mall of Africa? And you're like, no, but it wouldn't make sense because when Mall of Africa is far from you. So I'm trying to make it easier for you. And then I'm like, no, actually, I now stay in Centurion. I moved. Oh, when? It's been a while. Yeah, before. It's not that you are not talking. That's what I'm saying. You are talking about a whole different thing where you just keep it to yourself and you take it in because you are going through whatever. So first thing.
So when you've reached the second thing, do you ask Hore, I'll see what's going on?
No.
Because like I imagine, I would ask you, Horaibo Sabelo, kwenzenjani? Because you know, ke dilo tse ding tse ke sa batleng go di bolela here on
No, speak.
on social media. No, it's not good. Like, you know,
Masigo, I'm glad someone can hear what
The
I'm saying.
passion right now that is happening.
so I don't know, maybe ke gore nna I just prefer drama-free situations, and I've maybe protected myself by backing off. And when but let me tell you, mo back off waka, ne? Mo back off waka is when, remember that girl who is my friend who moved into my complex and said nothing. This complex is not my father's complex. She doesn't need to tell me. And I moved on with my life. I didn't ask her anything. And then her behavior following that told me, no, this girl doesn't like me.
Yes.
I'm a necessary person in her life. She needs me. When she needs, same complex, 2 streets down, 2, 3 streets down.
And they're friends, like friends, not just friends there, like friends.
Friends.
Guys, I promise you, women are special people. I don't think like women, Runa is special, guys.
So that's how I help myself. I come up with the thing. You know what? This place is not my father's place. There was no reason for her to tell me. I move on with my life. And then I will monitor your behavior. Oh, okay, when we talk, how do I feel when you say things to me? The biggest thing that I've done for myself is checking in on how I feel when certain things happen. When I hear her voice,
Okay.
as a hello, how do I feel? Does she drain me immediately? Hello. And also the fact that she is able to have her own reasons and do what she needs to do and not explain herself. I don't need to explain why I don't want to be in your life anymore.
Okay.
This is it. It's juices. If it's taking away from your peace of mind and your happiness and all these things, it costs way too much. It's like we don't need to even be here out here deciphering things. Oh no, but why? You don't even need a confrontation. You don't need any of those things. Just be out because this person is not good for you and your life.
So when you said that you back off, so you are basically saying that once it starts taking a lot from you, once you start realizing how it makes you feel, that's where you draw the line, that's where you back off. Because my biggest question is, when do you start saying, okay, now do you see
If it's detrimental, I'll see. when you think of Kokejo, when you even think of calling me, Wakatala, you ubalidi dijakamba on your shoulders, just thinking of me. Then it's taxing. Why do you have me in your life?
Okay.
Even if you are going through some things, even if maybe we are having a funky, because sometimes with all relationships,
Hey, stranger.
hey, strange. So even if, like in any relationship, we will have our fallouts.
Yeah.
Mara, when I think of calling Sabelo, even though it may be a bit awkward, but I don't feel drained when I think of you.
Lerato, that comment, you made my day.
Sulan guys ngibulisen u-1. Hey, 1.
I wanted, Koki, when you said that you ask a person and I'm just like you confront a person. I feel like it's a Khunali, guys, honestly, there are things that are worth being confronted for and saying no. And you see what Lerato said here. I'm at the point where I don't even need closure to live your life. Lerato, that is me. And I live like a Keko tuck shop. And the next thing, you never get anything from me. No text, no call, no nothing. And the sad part is this person speaks to you. It's not that you guys are not speaking. Like, she will send a text, how are you doing, blah, blah, blah. And then when you start entertaining them, like, hey, good, blah, 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 blah. And then I promise you, you'll find out something. There's a bomb, there's a FYI that will come out of that conversation. And you're thinking, no, but I spoke to you last week, and I spoke to you the previous week and the week before. So when did that happen? Because we've been speaking, So I'm just like, Mamela, utwa chok araskurumlasa champagne, poo, gone, no return. Our confrontations, guys, I honestly feel like there are things that are worth confronting a person for, and telling you just look at them and you're like, ek is weg, like I'm just gone, Good morning, Sis Nano. Sis Nano. Makupe, come through because Asnano Hahud. Yeah, I felt like that relationship. I felt like the relationship was worth talking because I spoke about the first one and the second one, but Dinga, so this means now every second week now I'm gonna be asking you about something. We spoke about the first one and the second one. We spoke about the first one, the second one. Now there's the third one where I feel and it's big it's big things, Manakoha. It's not small things, and it's things that when how we chill on your couch and we have conversations, and Nalwena, we are idiots. We can laugh and be on the floor, and then 2 seconds later, Nalwena, we are crying. So imagine we are sitting like that, and I'm like, it's going to happen. We just need to keep praying and manifesting, and I'm that person that manifests with you. And then when those things start happening, I'm the last one to find out.
Ukuphendula tu before ngihamba manje in 5 minutes. Hey, cima
Yeah,
sisi.
bengifuna that's why I was quiet.
Because she says she needs to go. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
Askis.
No, I wanted to say that. Okay.
Sorry? Lerato, come
I'm
through.
saying, I wanted to say it's okay. Lerato can take over because she needs to go.
Yes, thank you, sister.
I'm at that point where I slice her because of a cousin of mine. We were very close to a point where Umugel, I got pregnant, and then she started distancing herself from me. And we went through the most, exactly how we were manifesting, we were praying, we were going to churches together, everything. Mugel now, she's dating, she's working, and now Jiggy Jiggy, I'm no longer in the picture. She's got a car, she doesn't tell me. She's got this, she doesn't tell me. Now she's working, she does not tell me. Now I'll find out from other cousins. They'll be like, hey, like you heard Gutsuzile has got this, that. I'm like, yeah, but see, so manje, are you guys close again? Because if I don't see you guys posting, does she know the kid? I'm like, no, I'm not gonna ask you. I'm not gonna ask, huh?
Does she have a child?
No, she doesn't.
So she started backing off when you felt pregnant.
After having a child, I think 2 months after having a child, she came, she saw the child, then she went silent. And I did ask her, like, hey girl, are you okay? Because if I know her problems, I would ask, "Gore, are you okay? Is everything okay? Is home okay? Is Bay okay? Yeah, has got me tied up, and plus up I'm studying, like I just don't have time."
So when Makupe and Asnano come through, I want them to answer this question. But I'm gonna ask you, but I want them to answer as well. Do you think that she might have a child? I get you are not in the picture, so you won't know. Shok, please behave. So do you think that it might, because half of the time when something like this happens, it's jealousy. Because
No.
maybe also because she is also in a stable relationship with Bay, because she's saying that Bay, and they've been trying and it's not happening, but she's not telling you. Because also remember, guys, that we could be close, but there will always be information that we filter.
I don't think so, hey. I don't think so.
Not.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. Because if I know her, I don't think that's it, So now I decided, okay, I'm not gonna call her anymore. I'm not gonna ask about her. I'm not gonna say anything, because she's the one who called me, hey girl, are you okay? Let's go out, And then she disappears again. And then she comes after 2 months. And then she disappears. Nah, Excited like game ill. And before that, I had a friend. She was very toxic, Liana. So I just left her. She was like your friend, Liana. She got things. Now I heard from people from the circle, And you see, that's when I knew that I'm not wanted. That's when I left. I did not even need closure. I even blocked her.
Sorry.
I don't want her to call me to tell me, hey, no.
Yeah.
I blocked.
So Makupe says maybe she reached a point where she's scared to share things because she doesn't want to jinx it. And then important jinx what? Because honestly, Makupe, she said, oh, Lerato is saying she got a job, she got a car, they're happy with Bay, and so things are going well in her life. So what is it you want to jinx?
Exactly, family jinx. I got perfect.
First,
Okay.
I think that sometimes like izinto zakho must better and whatever. Maybe you get advised by umuntu omdala ukuthi or whoever would no, keep things close to yourself until they have come to fruition. So don't share your plans with anyone or whatever, or into my yinja, be quiet. Yabo. But then I quickly realized as Lerato's talking, good wow, there are people that know about it, so it
That's
can't
what
be the
I'm saying.
case. Yeah, it's not the case.
And it's
Yeah.
mine.
Like mina guys, nonke la, nawe Sabelo, nawe Lerat nonke. Nizo find out on the day of my wedding that I'm getting married. Angsakhulumi.
Then don't make me
Mama kuzositshela. Guys, I have to go.
and make us manifest and do all these things.
Yeah, exactly.
Happens, then no, bye. How?
Okay, guys. Get out
Okay,
join us
guys,
if you guys are
I'm
still
paying
here.
for your prayers.
Bye.
That's what you're saying.
Thank you so much, Lerato, for sharing. Guys,
Aye.
I like what Mr. Chalk said, that don't rule out the fact that there might be jealousy. And I know that sometimes we think we know people. I think I am at a point where now I can never safely say that. No, but I know Koke, so she will. Yeah, guys.
Ish.
You have
Yeah, ish.
someone.
Yeah, that's true. But at that time, I was not working, Lina, and I'm a single mother. So jealous ka ing.
No, tell us the baby. The baby.
Hey, I'll think about it. Wait, but the thing is, the problem is, Yana. She's very very close to me because of she's family. You know, that's my issue. It's because of she's family. If she was outside,
All
I
I'm
would
saying
understand.
is you are saying that everything is going well in her life and she doesn't have a child, and she just so coincidentally happened to back off from your life, started changing when after seeing your child. So for me, that speaks something. And like I'm saying, that you might not know when now that they've been trying Libe. As I'm saying, sometimes we could be close and you could be thinking that you guys are speaking about everything, but trust me, there will always be information that a person filters, no matter how close you are and no matter how much you guys speak about everything. There will always be certain information that a person filters from you. So don't rule out the possibility of.
Okay, guys, I have to go. Bye, bye, bye.
So yeah, no, honestly, guys, not even yourself, Makupe. These days you can't stand on top of the mountain and scream the loudest and say, I know so and so, and because I've done this for her, and I've done, we've been through this. I know this is how she would. I think the one thing I also battle with is, and there's one specific person who always reminds me, Khori, stop this thing ya gago of always saying, I know when I say this, Kokoto's gonna say this. And I didn't realize that I say that a lot up until this one person made me notice, Khori, when everyone, if you say this to Koketo, you know what Koketo is going to say. If you say this to Smang Mang, you know how Smang Mang is going to respond. And honestly, you don't know. It's me making an assumption because of whatever that happened before, which was more similar to this, or what she normally says. I now assume that the person is going to say the same thing. So never ever stand on top of the mountain and scream the loudest and say you know a person, because guys, umuntu, especially if the umuntu lawyer is a woman. Sis Nana, good morning.
Sanbonani.
How are you?
I'm alright, thanks, Ninja Nin.
Siyakobisha kuningi.
Guys, benenzani bayangila.
Hey, cabanga ngizokilwa i-friendship. Cabanga umuntu agilwe i-friendship. Cabanga.
Funny, I remember in my younger days, I had a friend who was so close to my heart. We had grown up together from high school. Ngengahlala ekhaya kubo. Her mom and dad were my mom and dad. That was the closest experience of seeing a union in a household, and the value that I held and I still do hold till this day, in what they have instilled in me. I have a picture of what a healthy household, or at least something that looks healthy on the outside, would look like. And I later find out, we're at my place. I already have a baby. She's got a life where the parents are helping with rent. Like everything she needs, she's provided for from home. And I need to work for everything I have. And she one time comes to my place and she says to me, she actually told a friend of mine, a guy friend that was there. So she's like, I've never really liked Nano because she always gets things, and the time she stayed at my house, she was actually calling my mom and dad mommy and daddy, and they were fond of her more than what I have experienced them give to me. And I've always looked at her life in a manner of copying whatever she's doing. And I cannot do this anymore. I need to tell her that I'm jealous of her. And when she told me this, she then goes on to tell me that I didn't like the fact that you once were a closest sister that shared a bed, and you even called my parents mommy and daddy. But one thing I noticed is that you have a very strong bond with my dad that I wish to have. So I don't like you for that, you know? And I think out of respect, um, I let her be. Honestly, I let her be. I understood where she was coming from, and I understood her pain because it's something that she has, but still she has not experienced the way I was close to experience. And it hurt her feelings, you know? But I had to let her go because of, her being open. I knew that the toxic parts of our relationship would be she always gets in trouble and I need to go save her. She's got parents and she's supposed to initially have more morals than me. But I'm out here behaving like my mom and dad would whip my ass if I did something wrong. So she behaved like a girl that came from a broken home. And I had to be the one that had to suck it up and understand that it's not about the kind of setup you have growing up. It's about who you choose to become when you can make a decision for yourself, apart from being a child. And women to women, if you decide to look at your sister as competition, then you would always have to accept defeat because there's things that you will end up doing that will lead you astray and you will destroy your life. And then you see me from the humble beginnings, striving, doing the right thing as a child that came from a household. And I represent your family better than you would as the rightful child of that household. So such things, they are there, they do happen. Um, we are not aware that we are doing nothing but living life. And then there's someone who looks at you and they're like, I want to be like this one, you know? And there's only one type of you. Literally, there's just only you. Your heart, your mannerisms, they are tailor made for you and you alone. And you being different, you're always going to be criticized, you know? You're going to be envied. You're going to be in a known competition where someone is in competition with you and you don't even know it,
Yo.
you know? So you need to redirect your being. And this now speaks to you saying, how do I feel about this? The acknowledgement of you being aware that there's a certain feeling that is not welcome to be embraced by your body for you to have that experience. You're going to cut it out. And this is it. This is how you feel right now. You're like, yo, I've been giving, I've been available, I've been communicating, I've been me, but I'm not seeing any resemblance of my actions, you know? So from here, what do I then do? Is there something wrong with me? Does this become a people pleasing tendency? What do I label this? Do I want this to be reciprocated because maybe I have something that is still void in me, you know? What are the reasons for me to be in my lane of being comfortable having male friends better than females? Could it be that your ministry is you speaking to females, women to women, about issues that we know we have? Because the treatment we give each other, it's in the open. So are you in your agreement of saying, I'm going to be part of Magoya Rundown? You have to deal with women, and we are here. We are here to address the differences that we have. Because in our differences, let me tell you, we experience the same thing at different times, but the trauma is the same. There's nothing so hurtful to find out information about the closest person that you wake up to speak to, even sometimes. A person you wake up next to, sometimes you eat from the same pot, and you later become the person that never mattered. You literally cut that person, move forward with grace, understand that you didn't have to do anything to have them, to earn them as a friend. So you don't lose everything when you lose them. Instead, you gain more peace. So we need to learn to let go of people that outgrow the kind of people that we are evolving to become. And I'm not saying we are better than, we are just different from. And we know we are different because we are being rejected. Even though we are showing you love and compassion and always being the ear, the support system, you can't give that to me. It's okay. I'm going to move with grace. I'm not going to change who I am because that is my make. That is who I am. I'm a giver. I'm a lover. I'm clingy. I want to live under your skin.
No, not with women. Woo! Fire back to sender. No ways. So, I want to say, Sis Nano, I have so much respect for your sister. I'm gonna refer to her as your sister. I have so much respect for her because she came forward, and not that I'm saying what she said was right and it's not something that's sickening, but all I'm saying is the fact that under the skin ki trigger, please, this guy, please, in this life, under the skin is a trigger. So I want to say that I respect her for coming through and speaking up. Unlike a person who constantly speaks to you like nothing is happening. Meanwhile, back in the back scene, stuff keeps happening. Mara more at the forefront. They are with you, they are speaking with you, and acting like everything is normal and everything is proper, everything is great, it's good, it's, bananas. Mara. Then they scenes and then stuff happens and then you're just like, and you're thinking, but I spoke to this person a week ago and 2 weeks ago and 3 weeks ago, and one thing happens, they're like, oh yeah, no, I meant to tell you. At what point did you mean to tell me? Because we've been speaking for the past 6 weeks. So you had plenty of time to throw that in. So I honestly respect your sister for coming through to you and saying it instead of her going to tell Makupe and you finding that out to Makupe. Now you need to go and confront her. Guys, confrontations, no, I can't, like I said, certain confrontations are worth it, but Amani, you just look at them and you're just like, I'm not going to be part of this. But thank you so much for your
So in closing, I just want to talk about expectations because you mentioned something about expectations. You are disappointed in this person not reciprocating what you've been to them, right? You've got yourself to blame, unfortunately, and that's simply because you have expectations that are not expressed to this person. You are not having a conversation with this person. You have expectations, but they are unexpressed expectations. And as long as they don't know that you have the expectations you have, they will never make an effort because your love language, let alone language at all, that you speak is not the same as theirs.
No, it was.
All they know,
It was.
it was, and they had amnesia.
Yeah, all these years
And
it
then
was. Literally for over what now? 2024. For over 15 years, Nano. It was for over 15 years. It's a sudden change. And people grow.
yes,
But this is why I'm saying when as a person, when do you learn to draw the line? Because I mean to back off. When do you learn to let go and back off? Because understanding that people grow, people grow, guys. Like people grow.
I had to let go at the point where there was nothing else to hold on to because I had tried to save the relationship I had broken up with her. It was like a relationship, man, guys, where I could sit her down and tell her, look, I'm uncomfortable, you behaving this way, it makes me feel this way. I don't know how mom and dad is gonna feel about it, but I'm deciding to pull away from you till I see something, being bettered. Then, because I understand we all have like underdeveloped areas and stuff, but I've always been such an intellect where I'm able to sit down with you, even as a friend, to say, I'm not happy with the fact that every guy I date, you want to date their best friend, you know? I would break up with her over such things, yeah, because I could see how toxic she's becoming,
Red flag like my t-shirt.
you know? So in me having to always have these conversations, even when letting her go, it was a clean job because I had exhausted everything in me that needed to know whether or not this could be a relationship, if this could be a fellowship.
Yeah.
Because this person is as close as a person that you share a bed, you pray together with. It's a lot. It's a lot. There's a lot of spiritual giftings that play, and. So I just had to do what I needed to do. But at the end of the day, we are different people. And I've grown to be me. She's grown to be herself. And she till this day hasn't changed her ways. So she's content in who she has chosen to become. And that's okay.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
when I says nano for me, yeah, okay. So some, and for me, not all of them, because I broke up with my childhood best friend, which was a sister. So believe me, guys, when I tell you that Mina, if they are friends, they're not of family. We've been friends from like long time ago. So it's not. I see a lot of people saying we throw the friend word everywhere, but we have been friends from when we were 4 years old and 2024 now. So we've been friends for 20 years, And early this year, and we spoke about it. The most beautiful thing was we spoke about it. She stated her things and I stated mine. And Ibila didn't even state anything. She came to Mika, yo, a bag. And I'm just looking at this bag and I'm like, mine you unpack. I'm just like, the stuff that you packed here, it's not even barking. It's not even the things that are supposed to be in this bag. But you know what? It's fine. If this is how you feel, if this is how you feel, Mamela, proper grades done. I do not even want to anything, and I said I will let you go because I'm not that friend for you. So yeah, with that friendship, I let it go and I was fine. I was like, okay, no, it's cool. Sharp, So it's for me, it's not all of them that are painful. Like some of them I'm just like, but this one for me, I'm going to have to let go. But it's not that it's painful. It's the things that happen that hurt me. But because I am hurt, it becomes easier for me to let go. So for me, letting go of something becomes easier because I always remind myself that let me not think about I'm letting go of my Cooper, I'm letting go of Nano, or I'm letting go of my car, I'm letting go of whatever, or my job. I need to focus on how it makes me feel, and then I will tell myself, okay, I don't want to feel like this anymore. And for me not to feel like this anymore, then I need to resign at my job. And trust me, I will resign if that job is not serving me. Ask the people that know me. I'm gone, So yeah, it's not all of them are painful, but amanye guys, I think we hold on to what it was and what it used to be. And because I remember with this Baraking, my childhood friend, we used to say re tlo ba di ghost friends re ka mabitleng re pokele batho re le two. So you hold on to what it was or what could have been or what it could have been or whatever, because we are both 32 years today and we were friends from when we were 4 years old. So guys, but for me, that is, I was just like, it was easy for me to let go, So I just need to keep thinking about how something makes me feel and tell myself that I'm letting go of that feeling, not necessarily that I'm letting go of whatever that I'm trying to hold on to. Is it still morning? Good morning, Masiho. Let me tell you, Mpo.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Na iragel bleleng ne. Now, this is how it started. Now, I built a friendship with somebody who I had grown up knowing, right? Ne ke sa dule ko lekeisheneng, but ha ne re ko lekeisheneng, it was somebody that her grandmother was very close to my grandmother. So when her grandmother passed on, I remember my grandmother speaking at her grandmother's funeral, and it was very sad because Kokwaka said, all of my friends have passed on. I no longer have friends. But one thing for me that I will always say is that even if I have this thing about me, when I'm in a very sad place or I'm not okay, I tend to shut down, right? And that is because I don't want to be that friend o dulang o kgathatsang my friends with my issues. But we ended up having this group, right? We went out and these two twins were having a birthday, and we decided to create like a prayer group, where we would share different prayers and verses and whatnot. All right, time goes by. And mind you, she was not friends with the previous girls before, but they ended up, fixing things along the way. I had already been in the picture by that time. Now, one of the friends gets married and she invites everybody in that prayer group. Now, Oba invite one by one, right? I don't know this. And now the person who I am friends with, right? She gets an invite, doesn't tell me. Now, you must remember, Jorge, we are now friends because we are going to church conferences together. We are doing all of these things together. Now things are changing. And I'm like, oh, okay, now I'm seeing kadi status post pictures, right? Kadi statuses that people are taking together. Now, these are annual things that they have every single year. Now, this time around, I'm no longer invited to these things. One of the twins gets married. Now, ka mistake, right? Because now we are all fond of each other and and we also have relationships outside of the group. Yes. One of the members calls me. And she calls me and she says, Masego, uko kae? I think ke latlhegile. I'm like, o latlhegile? I'm like, Austebogo, what do you mean o latlhegile? Nna ke ko gae. And she's like, oh, sorry, my mistake. Hi. Now my mind starts triggering. My mind is like, o latlhegile, o latlhegile. What's going on? Now I'm worried. I'm like, okay, all sorts of things are coming into my mind. Hakiritla, one of the girls starts posting pictures in the group. Bakolinyalong, Lewa, one of the twins.
Okay.
So everybody in that group has now been invited to the wedding of one of the twins, except for me. And the person who I consider a close friend doesn't tell me. Now, the old Masejo, thank God for therapy and Jesus, and the ability to know to let things go and to say, Hore, is it really worth confrontation or not?
Yep.
All I said was, hi, I don't know what's going on here, but all of you ladies look beautiful, because the truth is they all looked beautiful. Yeah. And then I removed myself from the group. Mungu o nang nyala, mungadi. She deletes herself from the group because now she carves Hore. Oh, Maseho now knows about this wedding that I did not invite her. And supposedly now we are friends, right? Because we are having dinners every end of the month, and we are having this group together where we discuss life issues, and we're praying together, we're having chain prayers, we're doing this, we're doing that, and we're calling each other friends. And I'm saying friends with inverted commas, by the way, for those who can't see. And it was painful for me because I expected the one person who I truly thought was a friend, right, and who had also lost a mother, so she had helped me through the grieving process,
Okay.
where I had considered her so much of a friend to me, to have said, wait, this is what happened, right? To at least explain to me, so. And what was so painful is that out of everybody who was invited to the birthday party, yeah, the twins, right? I was one of the people who had brought the twins birthday gifts, and birthday gifts that were meaningful, and they were thought out gifts. And I had made sure that they were delivered to them respectively to their houses.
Yes.
So it was painful for me because now it showed hore ha grupu, the person who was getting married. It showed that to me, the conversations that we are having, and we're laughing, and we're having these and there was a point where she was a coach to me, a life coach, by the way. And we had built a friendship on top of that, where we were having our conversations on the phone for hours, and we were talking about different things. And she was helping me get back to a place where I was learning to be at peace with the decisions of losing my mother. And you know, when I learned the one friend who I truly thought was my friend is Haba utswa lebitla la mme wa ka. And I sent her a picture. I only sent it to her. You know, her response, what she sent me, was these things are business opportunities for women to make money. That's what she sent me. Now, ha ke mo romela that thing, what I wanted to send her afterwards was that we are going to get a new tombstone for Mewaka. She didn't even give me a chance to finish saying what I needed to say, but that immediate response for her sending me that, it showed almost the line of where she had felt the relationship was. Because now they're taking pictures and they're attending the very same church conferences that we were attending. There are now different people who are attending those church conferences that we're attending together. And the funny thing is, when I moved to Germiston, I said to her, she works for Alberton municipality. And I said to her, funny enough, I live even closer. You don't even need to travel as far as you were traveling. I'm literally 10 minutes away from where you stay.
At most, it's 15
Calm
minutes.
down. Yeah, give 15 minutes, OC. You know what I mean? On a Friday, I'll have a nice platter out because I'm a hostess with the mostest. Come go tell tea. We'll have some, I don't know, mimosa, whatever you want. What do you feel like? And let's sit down by the pool outside and let's enjoy. And she has yet to do that and yet to respond. And I said to myself, this one is one I'm not going to investigate. I am not going to confront. I am not going to fight. It's painful, but I'm going to let it be. Because she has clearly built friendships elsewhere. And I do not fit that friendship group now that she has built. because there'd be times re dutse together and she would get a video call and she would start having video chats with this friend, Kiliteng, and it would be like how batho mo modimo like ke dutse le wena, like can she call later? And it started to show with those little actions, hanyane hanyane, you know? And that's when I knew that you cannot keep confronting certain things.
No.
You
No.
know, but when her grandmother died, and I said to her, and she called the other girls when her grandmother was sick and invited them to the hospital. And I said, why did you not call me to come and see Mama? Because we called her Mama. Qualificationing, I can we don't we didn't even know their names. Ne re sa ba itse ka mabitso, ne le koko le mama. So, and she said, I felt like you were not ready to see her. And I said, but that is beside the point. It's me being a friend and being there. And I am a friend who shows up, irrespective of what happens. Le ha ba ka re, her aunt passed on, re sa buisane, so I'm going to show up. Because that's just how I am. And that's how I believe it is. But I would have to show up in a different way to show my respects. And then I would show my respects and then I would leave. This is a different time where I would sit and I would help and put on an apron. Ke lo bona o le motho o thusang go tshola, le tlhoka metsi, le tlhoka juice, ke itse dikuku, ke itse. It changes the dynamics of the friendship. And I've decided that I am no longer going to be that friend because she has chosen for me to not be that friend anymore.
Guys, friendships.
And I've left it at that.
So
And the one time she called me, it was because I was outside my grandmother's house talking to somebody that I had grown up with, Mushimano Mong, qualificationing Ratzvana. You know, qualificationing har kaufela. We all know each other. So her niece passed me by. And that was the only time she remembered to call me, was because I knew her niece said, Kiboni ausmaseho. And she called me that night and I did not pick up her phone call. Because when you know that gut feeling where somebody will oh ke bone our Sabs.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, ere ke mo founele.
Yes.
Yeah, kaone ke mo bone.
Yeah.
And I chose not to pick it up because it was not because, oh, I miss her, but it was because somebody witse ke mo bone. So ere ke check ke bone gore go byang. And it's a friendship that I chose not to confront. I don't have a problem to say, hey, how are you? Ha ke mo bona. But that is that.
Yeah. Be cordial. You know, with my childhood best friend, that's what I said. I said, I will be very cordial. Lena.
Yeah.
Hey. Ibile, you know, the nicest thing about having a car, you don't have to stop and have and start
Beep, beep.
small conversations.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. Beep. Hello.
so
Coffee.
because Linda, when I go to my house, I have to pass by her house. I have no choice. And for some odd reason, you know now when you pass by, you never see anyone.
Yeah.
You even think that the gate is locked when it's not locked.
Yes.
But at her house, there's always someone outside.
Yeah.
And her gate, you can even see through in the yard. With mine, you can't, you know?
Yeah.
So, and because you're so used to, you know, not yesterday, my lover, when I passed by, I looked and I said to me, I need to start teaching myself to look, because I'm so used to when I drive past, I go to check if there's someone so that I don't miss them. I'm just go and then see there's kids, because she's got kids, and she's got an uncle or cousin, brother, and a brother and a mother. There's just a lot of them in the yard. So I'm so used to going, you know, and then when I see someone, I just go pop and I pass.
Yeah.
But now when I passed on Tuesday, I said to myself, not Tuesday, on Monday, I said to myself, this also needs to stop, because
Yeah.
why do I feel bad? Why do I always feel bad by guys, I need help. Like, I will feel bad for choosing myself, and I don't know why. All the damn time. All the damn time. But I want to ask you, Masiko, at what point did you say that, okay, this is it, I'm backing off?
Pardon?
At what point did you decide, okay, this is it, I am backing off?
When Hakim Romela, the picture gore my mother's tombstone had been stolen.
Okay.
And I had expected her above everything that we had gone through to say I'm sorry that happened.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that happened.
Yeah.
And then the response was, I think her response was, oh, maybe ke taba ya ditjhelete, and it wasn't. And she didn't even give me the opportunity to finish to say, Hore, here are my plans. I'm just letting you know in advance, Hore, we are thinking of doing this, sharing with her as somebody who I thought was my friend. So for her to share to me this thing, yeah, for women who are into business, ways to make business, blah, 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 blah.
What was that all about? I don't understand where
That I didn't wait, Sabs, ha ka ibolelwe bula. Kore ke ibone, ne? Ke ibone. I did not even open the link. Ka itswela mo.
And I'd like to think that your mother's tombstone is something that's very close to your heart. You know,
Yeah. And she's lost her mom as well. So that I thought I hoped it would make her see gore me going into that hiding place or that quiet place. It had done so much to me, and she would be the few who would understand.
yeah.
And then for her to send me this thing, ya gore, so financial assistance for financial assistance, municipality, tontoni a ka e bula linki ele ha ke batho ba maka a ka e bula linki ele. I saw it and I went out and I said, okay.
Thanks, Nana.
And I won't lie, it a piece of me was wanting to see what the response would be. I wanted her to. I think a part of me wanted me to say to her, wanted me for her to say, because it only happened on the 9th. We just put it up on the 9th of December last year.
Yeah, to say, oh my God, what is this? What happened? Like, that's,
right.
That's a reaction you're expecting.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you gonna do? You fixing it? Have you found a person?
It wasn't, and by the way, Chuck, it wasn't an automatic message response. It was her personal cell phone number. She's got a work number. She's got a personal number. I sent it to her personal cell phone number.
Was there something? Okay, so let us assume it was automated. Was there something else after then? After she saw?
No.
Exactly.
And that is what she sent to me.
Did at any point come back with?
And you know how I know? Because she then put up statuses where she put up verses from the Bible using the very same number.
So did she at any point come back to the picture that you sent and say something?
No.
At any point?
It's just that. For a municipality can assist financial for those that are in need. And I was like, okay.
No, I'm asking this because I'm seeing Chuck's question. So I wanna say, let us give her the benefit of the doubt and say that was automated. Okay, it was automated, fine. And then when she sees the picture that you sent her, what did she eventually say? But you're saying that she never came back to you.
She never responded. She sent me, she never responded. She never said, and I ribitsana ka OC, by the way. I can't remember the last time we called each other ka libitso. Ribitsana ka OC.
Yo. Hi. Hi Karabo, Masaka. I'm gonna need to move to the lady because Shem, guys, I promise you, women friendships are making us go through the most. I'm not gonna lie,
The
but
most.
I'm going to go back to what I said when I started the show when I'm asking because and where now you are exactly me, like your story is. So because you give a person a certain position in your life, you expect them to position you the same way
Yes.
in their
Yeah.
life. And that is exactly what hurts us.
Yeah.
Hi, lady Akitibi. I don't know your name. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. How are you?
I'm fine, guys. How are you?
Sorry to keep you waiting. Yeah, no, we are venting. Good.
Yeah, I know that you're speaking about friends, but sometimes, I wanna speak about my aunt, like Mam Kholo, like ke tla reng,
That's friends. So
Mam
let's just
Kholo.
broaden it and say, how do you let go of someone, or how do you let go of a relationship? Where do you draw a line to say, this I've had enough, now I'm backing off? When do you learn to back off, basically?
Oh, it's about friends, this one.
Not,
Okay.
it could be even about your aunt. It's fine. Any
Anything. Okay.
relationship.
What happened is, when you get excited, uthola letter from your boyfriend being your husband, uthola letter, then uyisa kuyini. Then they announce to people, I get about to close. So your aunt has to be there, your malume, and everyone in that's close to a family has to be there on that day when abatlisa magadi, which is lobola. Okay, fine, everything was fine when they bought a letter. How and the people they end up talking. Oh, my aunt was like, are we gonna cook for them, for these people when they come, because we don't know what they coming for. And even that letter said they are coming to, I get to buy visa in ka Sotho English, like ba tlo ntsha magadi and ba funa akho buhlobo. Maybe nka e bua jwalo ka seZulu ke tla reng. Yeah, so it's something like that. But it happens hore my aunt, hi, nasali right, man. My aunt was like having nasty comments, Hi, when at least when these people, are you serious? What lobola? Then my mother was like, because like that conversation is between like adults, they talk together. Yeah, me, I'm not there. Hi, wena why ba tlo lobola ngwana hao? Then my mom was like, oh, what are you trying to say?
What are you saying?
Yeah, what are you saying? Hi, because now I have girls and no one is coming to lobola them and they're busy having kids. My mom just kept quiet, was like, yo, that's when I saw people are so jealous. Oh, it came to that point here, then they came, the people on that day that they came with, okay. Between that time, they were supposed to come in the morning. So my boyfriend before my husband, then he calls like the time that they were getting out, like Kostrating, so then they got an accident. And I was pregnant that time, Ke batla ho lla, ke batla ho etsang, ka mo my aunt is sitting there with the negative mind hore ke joditse hore these people, they were not gonna come, mos why ntse wa bona re pheile, no, now we had to come and sleep here. Hi, you see, that time I'm pregnant, like I'm so stressed, guys, I'm so stressed hore will my husband make it? That accident, is she fine or what, Yeah, then I think batlile ka bo 12. At 12 o'clock they came. Then when they came here, they started this lobola thing, and it was supposed to be in the morning. Okay, everything went well, but the car was so damaged. Then my husband was like, no, I couldn't go stop, like the window even at the back. I couldn't even stop. Like, I must go and fix the car. And remember, it's my first time me coming to a family, and I don't want them to to see me like I'm a thief or something, or not telling the truth. So I had to pop up with my family there. Then I was like, hi, but as long you came, but you just saw my husband like's face, like the car is not well, This time is my aunt with negative thoughts. After that, after Lobol and everything, then she was like, I wonder if they'll come back again, because I know these people, they like just taking out money for the first time, then they're done. Then there's nothing will happen. Then I was like, why my aunt is so negative? I never been negative with her kids. I was always been there, popping out, like everything. I remember when her child was pregnant, I was the first one, like coming with clothes, fruits, and what for her to eat at the hospital after I was never the person that ang but because my mom told me, wow, wait again, everyone in J, you need to be like, you give to people, you respect people. So I had an open heart, but people, like, that's when I saw Kalobola yak. Then I was like, yo, I wonder if now when I'm getting married and everything, like when we try to do like the celebration and everything, so I really don't understand her, really. I really don't know, because Lona Jinje, like I take her like is my mother, but with no my phone it, I'm put hore, are you okay or what? Girl, yeah, sharp. I don't even want to do a conversation with her, because the way she's so negative about everything that's happening in my life, I don't understand her. That's why sometimes it comes to a point where it's time to ukate, because I remember when she was doing like msebenzi so for his husband, then I went with my husband there. How when we were there, like my husband took an fine, we get inside the house. Then na call my husband, let me just go outside and see who are they peeling or what. So I don't know what are they doing outside, So when I get outside, I'm like to my cousin, are you peeling? Are you doing anything like since so tomorrow and everything? So I want to help out with that. Then my cousin was like, so you need to go and call your husband. And ask up then I was like, why Tanta Chojal?
Is this your aunt, your mother's sister, or your father's sister?
My father's sister, which is like a brothers. Brothers, same mother, same father.
Oh, so Kim Sadi wa rangwan wa gao.
Yes. So umokata jwan, because he's gonna always be there with that negative mind.
But my couple will tell you this. I've got family, because with family it's different. Sorry, how do you pronounce your name?
Nah. It's NMB.
So kubitsa mang?
Mbali.
Oh, so, okay, Mbali. Sorry, I wanted to call you by name, but I couldn't really pronounce what's on your profile. So I want to say that the sad part about family is you don't choose family, unlike friends. Friends, you can just decide to cut off and like back off permanently. You get brave people out there who can still cut off family, but with you, now what I do with family is I still keep them, but I've got certain family members where I love them from a distance. Hey, I love them from a distance, and I know Horin. I see them where Khonali Mafu or Khonali Msebeti. Where Khonali Mafu or Itumeta, hi, please mute. Thanks, mommy. So, Wabo Matlata says he cuts family. So, Kinali, I can't, I was gonna tell you, but it's social media, I can't. Kinali certain family members that I know gore. Yeah, ke baloyi ngwana ko gae, ke baloyi. I keep them at a distance and I know that I only deal with them when I see them. Like if I don't see them, I don't have to deal with them. So it'll be mafu, but also not all mafu. It needs to be a certain part of that family for me to see them. And I program myself from when I'm going there. I'm going to see Mbali le Masego le Nano le Koketso. So I need to put up that for 4 hours. After there, I am gone. So I get there and I do that. After more, I go back to where I live and I don't have to deal with them. So you just need to love them from a distance, and like I'm saying, you only deal with them. It's not like you casually call them. And another thing, you said that you keep calling your aunt Umucheka. You are hurting yourself. You've realized what kind of person she is, and you've realized Guti. So stop hurting yourself. And I started praying for something because I'm a very, what people say to me, it normally hits home. I'm an overthinker, ne? And because of I am such a lover and a caregiver, what people say matters to me. But manje, there's for my sanity, mama, for my sanity. So now I'm at a point where sometimes we'll make a comment, I won't even hear it. Akona manye bali iyashaya include. I was just like, I'm just going to ignore it. Enye, one of my sisters saying, Witi, Masoko said this and this and this. Why the hell did she say that? And I'm like, she did. Aka. I just become immune. Like Ikeba. I tell myself, Hori, I'm going to be here for 4 hours, and that 4 hours I'm going to attend to what really needs me, but what doesn't need me, I am not subscribing. Like I'm just going to, I'm not gonna give in. Like, but again, we are safe. I mean, you filter your problems. Okay, this one I'm gonna deal with. This one, not for me. This one, get there, do that, and then once you're gone, and also program your husband as well. Let him know, this is a situation, and this is how you're planning to deal with it, so that it works for you and for your sanity and your peace of mind. You are there for an hour, 2 or 3 or 4. When you leave there, you don't have to deal with these people ever again. You will see them another ceremony or funeral, because you don't have to deal with them on a daily basis. Unfortunately, with family, you can't choose family, unlike friends.
Yeah, because of because my friends my friends, they used to use me. Like all the time when I'm sitting at home, I wanna chill Dakota. I wanna chill daddy pets. So I started cutting my friends. Like I really don't wanna lie. I remember when I had other friend, I had my other friend, like she was fighting or abanele boyfriend yaka. So my friend liked my boyfriend. So I didn't know. So the time that we were talking, I was like, "How my friend, you didn't tell me that you like my boyfriend." Then I was like, no, I don't like your boyfriend. Then it was some other time she called me. Then I was sitting at home. Hi, when now so you must leave my boyfriend alone. Then I was like, this is the voice of my friend. Then I was like, no, this is time to cut my friend off, because of at the end of the day, the boyfriend staka. Hi, then that's why the chomi tsona ke di khatile gale tsona ka di khata gale, because they used to use me a lot. So yeah, so I thought maybe my cousins, when I started being le bona ke bona kare o rightvel one net, I'll just go there when it's something that for that 4 hours, then go wait again. Yeah, to be honest, yeah, this thing is not happening.
Be friends with your husband, mama. At least you know you have a husband. Rona ba bang re santsane ba emetse ba kokote. Wena at least modimo o go ratile a go fa a best friend. Stick to your best friend. Ba bang deal with them when you have to see them, and then when you leave there, then I said things you don't have to deal with them.
Yeah, thanks very much.
Thank you so much, Mbali. Thank you so much. Hello, Kitumeti. You better. Kitumeti. While we wait for Kitumeti, Coopers, do you want to say something?
Hey, Guys, you know what? More than Tabayadi expectation, I don't think the problem is expectations.
Part of the problem.
It's part of the problem, yes, but I think that we keep a ke tsebe ka Sekgowa re tla reng bara re rua batho ba sa re rateng.
Yeah. We nurture people who.
Yeah, like why? Because I think the common denominator here is that people will constantly show you
Hurt
that
us.
they
Yeah.
don't like you. Like the things that they are doing tell you, "Gore, I don't fucks with you,"
Yes.
you know, and you constantly obalegang. Oh no, I'm going to love you until you love me back. Why?
And you know what's funny?
Guys.
You know what's funny? We have mastered this thing when it comes to Bashiman. You know, I'll be having a conversation with you and I'll say, oh guys, mang mang. And you'll say, oh, what's I don't have time for him, he can go fly a kite. But why can we not apply the same method when it comes to our female friends?
I Nasham, you know, when I do it. And it comes with there's a relationship that you need to have with yourself for you to be able to get to that point. Because I think we've been socialized into identifying toxicity when it has to do with mjolo. And Baraking, re kgotlelela when it's platonic friendships or familial friendships, you know. But no, if somebody is toxic for your life, no matter what position they are in your life, they are not good for you.
No.
Because if wena o kgona go bona motho o mo kgotlelele, o mo rate, but they can't reciprocate that, the bare minimum, then it's a problem. Like you can't sustain any kind of relationship, got that kind of setup, because it means that you are in a relationship with yourself. You're doing all the footwork, and they are just reaping the benefits. And then why? Why are we doing this? So you need to ask yourself, why are you so okay with taking a beating, a metaphorical beating from people? Why are you okay with that? And no, hey, Siagoa, guys. Siagoa, and if I'll go, you are the problem. I promise you, ugo isabanye wena.
But the funniest thing for me is how sick it is that we are going because of our friendship, guys. Friends not supposed to be your sisters and people that, you know, if I call and I say, Makupe, I'm not okay, this and this is happening, you get in the car, or, you know, if you can't get in the car, you keep calling me and checking up on me, how I'm doing. If I'm working around Binoni, I'm like, and that's what I always do, guys. The one time, let me tell you a story, this one. The one time she was not okay. So I work around Pinoni, I give her a call, I'm like, what must I bring for you? And I'm thinking, sweet, girls like, bring Savannah. I'm like, I'm not gonna buy you alcohol. She's like, guy, then don't buy me anything. And because I'm thinking, I wanna get her McDonald's, I wanna get her Durbanese, like I wanna give, you know, because now I'm an idiot, I comfort eat. I don't drink alcohol. I don't. So for me, when I'm stressed, I comfort eat or I go shoe shopping. You know, but comfort eating for me is the best. Go get her, and that time, go get was not okay. Like she was not okay. And she says with her chest, ne, go to Savannah. I'm like, anga so rekele bia la ka tlong gafela. Ha tlogela ge, o tla bona e tla o sa tshwara next. I'm like, okay, I'm serious. What must I bring for you? Savannah. Guys, did I not take my little body and walk into a liquor store and got 2 Savannahs and brought the school Savannahs? And, but you know what?
Asking.
Yeah.
Why were you asking if you don't want an answer? I
But you
can't
know
like.
what? You know what? Yes, I am. I'm sure, Koki, you know this. I think that's why you guys don't call me Rakhadi for no reason. You know, I've got that the strict bow in me, but I had to remember after you said don't buy me anything. When I hung up the phone call, I had to remember that I asked you, Khori. I number one, I know that you're not okay, and this is why I'm coming to see you, and this is why I'm picking up a phone call, a phone to ask you what must I bring you to make you feel better. If I'm not saying I am promoting you drinking or or anything like that, but if Savannah at the time is what's gonna make you feel better, and I want you to feel better, then I'm just gonna get you Savannah. And this is why
Please.
I didn't come to
Mara
support
lona
Savannah.
mara Sabs bathong. Auto hare o batla sa Vivi. O mo krela sa Vivi for that moment because it ya tlhokega just for just to keep that steel to remain strong. So, you know what? Sometimes it kgona go thusa pelo. You know, sometimes it can help release and help talk about some of these other things, and it will help open up, you know, certain things that she may not be able to vocalize, and she may be able to vocalize to you on an easier level, because sometimes articulating certain things, it can be very difficult. So, and I don't go judge. We taking focus. I don't go judge. I don't go judge. I don't go judge next. I don't go judge, baby.
But for me, and when I say Khone, I understood that after Khore. This is what I get it now in my head. I was being the strict subs that I normally am, and because I don't drink alcohol, I don't know what.
Ay, mama, Timo.
You know, and I don't know what alcohol does to you. So I'm like, you know. And then after I hung up, I was like, okay, it's not about me. I am going to sue her because she's not okay. And for me to share the story when I go, it's not that I want to put you out on social media or, you know, but all I'm saying is in my head, that's what friends do. If you say someone is your friend, now I don't buy anyone alcohol. If you ask anyone, they'll tell you I never buy people alcohol. But I bought you alcohol that day because you were not okay, and I was coming to see you, and I asked you, what can I bring you to make you feel better? And at that time, you wanted Savannah. So Savannah it was, you know? Come through, Koti.
So what makes you feel better when you are going through? Because food for you, is there a specific type?
Food, junk.
Mamelang mo, tla ke le botseng.
Ah, nazo.
Mute.
Even ke tla type mo di-commenting, kganti. You can never break my spirit. I was on a break, ke sa tla ke sa tlhola ke tla mo TikTok. Anyway, Savannah guys, it wasn't deep. I can't vocalize. Ke ne ke nyaka go fodisa tlhogo fela.
Okay.
Savannah batang e fodisa tlhogo je only. I have no problem with expressing myself. I can need to go to plug. But tlhogo ka ne tshisa masego. If I could, I would open my brain and pour the Savannahs direct, you know? But that's the only way. Nobody cut her off, Leroy. Sabelo said, Kitumeti, do you want to talk? And then Kitumeti didn't say anything. And then Sabelo was like, okay, I must talk.
Yeah, we didn't.
That's what I'm talking about. Sushi go fire room.
Mamela, sushi ko fire room or malva. O je sushi ko fire room ne. How fetsa o thole ka malva ya teng. Oh. Guys, I didn't cut off it. Oh no. And when I'm at
Nna let me out koketso ne. Re ke out koketso. Koketso is sale a re ketle. So nna ha ke tla ha hae, she can only invite me when Sabs is there. Ndifuna ukuyijong ke batla ibona friendship kahle ngoba ngathi imnandi le ndaba. Kibe
ene ke tla feta ka wena a ke re wena o ko Jimston nna ke ko Spruit so ke tla ka
Yes.
ka wena re tshware entho for yo ko Pinoni ska ba
Nazo.
You won't see a good representation. God, Sabelo ha bona batho wa pretender wang attack dilo tse kaofela ha re le two ha itse dilo tse.
and listen this is good. So she says Ha ke bona batho ke am attack, when we are together I'm loving. Would you rather have that or go attack hardly too, and then when we are with people I act like I love you? Which one?
Attack-elang.
Aku attack, ko reketse di-savannah tse 2, you asked for one, and then
When there were no people, yes, you were behaving. Why attack?
I love when you two are on. I love when you two are online waiting. It is the funniest thing ever because it's like friendship yalona ya bonza gore waiting. Halili tunje. Ay.
Ke mo reketse
So
dingutu, not one, 2 ngutus. 2 ngutus ka tšhelete ya ka that I worked hard for.
get no DM Koketso. I'm going to DM you. I mean, I'm going to WhatsApp you, and we're going to really three.
Guys,
Really
You guys are inviting yourselves to my place. Is this what I'm
You've
hearing?
already invited me. Don't say I invited myself.
Hey!
Stop being that person.
guys, I'm looking for Gitumets. People keep saying Runa or I invited her. Who invited her? Leroy. I didn't cut Gitumets, guys. I kept calling and I said, Koketo, do you want to come through while we wait for Gitumets? I didn't cut off Gitumets, guys. And now I see
Come
Leroy
and wash our names, please. Come and wash our names, please, and tell us what happened. Yo!
Gitumetse, please come through. I want you to come through. I said, Koket, while we wait for you, because I thought you were busy. So I said to Koket, okay, can
All right. Can I ask you a question while you look for Kidumeti? What is the one thing as a mother for Tsimologo that you would want to teach her with regards to friendship as she begins to grow up as a girl, as a young teen, and as a woman going forward?
you mustn't hold them.
That we align because no, I'm being honest. I feel like my parents lied to me.
Kumakupi Ari, she must get a friend like Koket.
Yeah. Ke high school le Koketso is passionate, ne? So ke mo tlhaloganya. Now I'm also very passionate, but I have my moments. But when she gets to that stage of understanding, what would you want to teach her? Because I think when you start to get to university is when you really start to learn the dynamics of friendship, especially with women. Sorry.
Yeah, because I actually brought it up because Lena, she was up and she went down. Tlantla, I am so sorry. Today we are spreading the feel. How are you?
I'm fine. No, I click again with my other account. So next more. So that's why kisa kena ka Ntlantla.
Is it weird that I know Ntantla's voice?
Where do you know it from?
Like I can tell when she speaks. I know the tone of her voice.
That's Pumpkin. Pumpkin can change her name and profile pictures 55 times. When she speaks, I know it's no speaking. No, she's not good. Are you Gitumets? No, she's not Gitumets. Gitumets today. No, she's not good. Are you Gitumets? No, she's not Gitumets. Gitumets today. No, she's not good. Are you Gitumets? Hi, Gitumets.
Hi, how are you?
I am so sorry. My apologies. I called you, but I thought you were busy, so I asked Koketo to come through while we wait for you. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. I had a call, so I also should have told you guys that I had to go to step out a little bit.
Okay, no worries, mommy. So tell us, hey, when do you know to back off?
Yo, this topic is deep, guys.
Right?
This topic is so deep. Like I can relate with all of you in here. And to be honest, I don't know when to back off. I don't know when to stop. And it hurts. And now that has caused me to have several mental breakdowns because of that. It has caused me to end up in hospitals because of that. Because of we want to give and give and give, and when we can no longer give, these people whom we always give to, who are so entitled to us giving to them, they stand and be like, I don't know what we are, like
Okay, this is a scenario, ne? A few weeks back, I was hospitalized because I was suicidal and depressed. I tell my family about this, and then um, um, when I'm at the hospital, um, because I was at a government hospital, you know how they are. They don't treat people well and all those things. So I ask my younger sister to come and sign for me so that I can be discharged. They said the only way I can be discharged is if someone from my family comes and signs me out. The person who has the same surname as me. I'm like, okay. I asked my younger sister. um, I'm laughing and it's not funny, guys. I'm laughing because I'm avoiding to be emotional about it. I sent an Uber to her. I was with this lady who came from Johannesburg to help me out. This lady sends an Uber to her. I tell you that to this day, I am still waiting. I'm at home, but I'm still waiting for my younger sister to come and sign me out because she never came. She never came. So that's how much we know that in this life you are alone. When you think that you have family members that you can go all out for, that you can do anything for, guys, I tell you today and now that I don't have anyone. I don't have anyone, and my family is the one that contributes to my mental health. Like me, even now as I speak, I'm so depressed. TikTok, I think, is the one thing that keeps my mind like waking. I'm depressed, guys. I'm in deep depression. I cut myself. I'm deep, like, and I'm crying out for help each and every day because I don't wanna do this. I wanna be a better person, and I know myself to be a better person. I wanna move out of home because I know that home is so toxic for me. But because I don't have the funds, I can't do that, you know. And I have so many plans. I know that if I can get that opportunity just to move out, I can be able to fend for myself and make a plan. But as long as I'm here, I'm not able to do anything.
Yo, guys,
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. Kitumezi. Yo, so how old is your younger sister?
21, she's 21.
And you stay here in a thing.
So we don't stay together full time. Also in a university, she stays at the rest.
Yo, don't you have like a family member or someone that you're close to? I don't know, that you can move in with temporarily now, so that we can. I don't know that you, so that you can like find
I
something.
don't. That's the thing. I don't. That's the thing. I wish, you know, when I pray, I can't even pray anymore, guys. I don't have words. I just kneel down and cry and ask God, like, why is this happening to me? Because a lot has happened and it's enough and I can't take it anymore. Like I have reached my breaking point. I have reached my breaking point. I have no one. When I say I have no one, I mean like from my mother's home. My grandmother had 5 kids. 3 of them passed away. 2 are alive. It's my mother and his sister. They don't get along. And with those kind of stuff, rena bana ratsena and we know nothing about that. And then there's a family home, but you can't go there because my aunt is the one occupying that space. If you go there, you're not drama. You understand? So I genuinely have no one. If you ask from my father's side, I don't have a father. I don't know my father. They don't, like, his family doesn't know me. I only met his relative this year, early this year in January, I think. Yeah. And it's a distant relative, and the only thing they told me is that that person is dead, including his family, like from his mother's home, they all passed away, including your grandmother. You have no one. So I genuinely have no one, guys.
Okay, you mentioned your mother. Where does your mother stay?
She stays with me.
Okay, if you don't mind me asking, what is the one thing? So when you cut yourself, what's oh, guys? I'm so speechless. But I want to ask, like, what is the one biggest thing that makes you feel that you've reached your breaking point? What is that one thing that's weighing on you more than anything else?
I think my problem is being here, being in this place, being home is the one thing that weighs on me. I don't want to be here.
Why?
I genuinely don't want to be here. Guys, when I tell you, only if it was possible, I would send you a picture of the food that I was given on Monday, and you would see how bad my situation is.
Sorry, I didn't
A
get
picture
that.
of a picture of the food that was given to me on Monday. So I went out on during the week last week. I think it was on Tuesday. I went to visit a friend, and then I came back on Monday. On Monday, when I came back, my younger sister asked me if I want food, and I say yes. And then I go to the kitchen. She says she has like untulate. I don't know if Little understand that if I say this. Um um then I go to the kitchen. When I get there, I find stampa that has the beans. I don't eat the beans firstly, or like any kind. I don't eat them. I get there, I get the beans, and I get a bone, a chicken bone inside those food. Like, um, I'm like, how did we get here, guys? Like, why should we be so cruel to each other? I'm talking about someone that I raised. I raised this girl from a young age. I was 13. I stayed with my younger brother and my younger sister. Like, and on top of that, guys, if I tell you that I don't have a life, I mean that I don't have a life. Like, I don't know who I am. I don't know what I like. All my life has been centered onto taking care of my family. And I'm here on this platform, like crying out for help. This is the second platform that I'm on, crying for help. I'm crying for help not because I'm looking for attention. No, I'm not here because it's because I have no other choice. I have no other choice. I see people asking questions. I'm not employed. My age, I'm 28, turning 29 this year. Um, um oh guys, it's a lot. And on top of this, my mother is blind. Ne? My mother is blind and she's employed though. By the grace of God, my mother is employed. Um some things I can't go even deeper on this platform because there are deep things that has happened, like the abuse that has happened. It's so deep. I can't go deep into it, like because like it's deep. I don't even know if I will ever be able to heal from this. Um, guys, you know, I understand and I know the pain of using a newspaper as a sanitary pad in this age that I'm in. Not because I want to live like that, not because I have chosen this life for myself, but I have tried and I have worked so hard in my life and I have fought so hard. I'm at a point that I don't know what to do anymore. Like I have in the past I have been able to get myself out of such situations. But now I don't know a way out. I don't know where to go. I don't know. Like, if a person asks me if I've ever worked, I have worked at a saloon, I have worked as a waitress, I have worked as a domestic worker. Like, I have tried, but it gets back and it seems like it's not enough. That's when those things come out, like, just take your life, bruh, because this life is not willing to give you a break. It's not.
There is information that someone shared. I'm just trying to find it. So Postbongile shared information ya gore you can contact the South African Depression and Anxiety Group.
I have.
And what was the verdict like?
I have, and then they sent me to the hospital. I was admitted. When I was admitted, the doctors were so rude. They were like, I have to be admitted because, okay, this is the stigma that we know about Vescopis, guys. We know Vescopis as a place where ho number like but who are not normal. So to me at that time, we will take you to Vescopis, we will make you sign this paper saying they will take your life from you. After you get out of there, you won't have a life, you won't be able to even if you want to buy a house or a car in future or get a job, you can't do that because of when now you are not mentally stable. That's what the doctor said to me. So with that, I just told myself that I'm not taking that route. I'm not taking that route. It's fine. I'll be okay. I've been through this before. I'll just go through it again. I don't know.
No, you won't go through it. I'm so sorry, like so super sorry that you have to go through what you're going through. Masiko has asked to DM you if you don't mind.
No, I don't mind. Like, guys, I'm here. Anyone who wants to DM me, anyone who wants to offer me help, I'm willing to, and I'm open to any kind of help because I can see that I'm a danger to myself. And as time goes on, I know that if December hits and gets me here, like while I'm at home, it will be there will be trending news. I don't wanna lie, guys. I don't see myself reaching December while I'm in this home. I don't know what I will do, but I can't because December it gets worse at home. Like it gets worse.
Masiko, do you wanna come through?
Sorry, my voice is a little shaky. So first of all, it's a stigma. Nah, not to say too many things, right? Because you'll find a lot of people, Barry, will do this, will do this, will do this, will do that. We know how TikTok can be sometimes. But now I'm somebody who goes to a therapist, and I can definitely talk to my therapist who has got more than just one alternative of ways for you to get means of assistance. I can speak to her right now, and let me speak to her. I will DM you. I will screenshot every single thing that she sends me. I will send you everything that she sends me. My father's a doctor. I will speak to my dad, and I will find out as much as I possibly can. I'm passionate about this, about mental health, because I have gone to a mental health facility myself, not once, not twice, not thrice. And there have been people who have put a stigma that go fedile, right? That go fedile masego, go tla nnetse go le so. But there are other factors that have come into play. But when my father does come back, I will definitely speak to him as well when he comes back from work. And I will do my best to see how he can also assist who he can speak to. But and I other things I will personally I will DM you if you don't mind me. Ke ska kena mo di DM tsa how and then go phaphele ebe like how and then ke wanyana ole wa ko you know wa ko Makoya run down all of a sudden just DMing you. But I have no shame in the fact that I go to therapy every week, and I will speak to my therapist, and I will do my best. I will genuinely do my best in every single sense that I possibly can, from somebody who has gone through what you have experienced. I don't even know what to say. I'm speechless. It makes me very sad because I'm having problems Linna from mo letlhakoreng la mme wa ka. And there's very little support from my dad's side, so the support structure is very small as well. So I will do what I possibly can. You know, what I can do, I will do. And just please just give me a chance to do what I can. What I possibly can, what I can, I will do.
Thank you so much, Marcelo. I truly appreciate that. Guys, I'm so sorry.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you letting me I appreciate you letting me do that. So thank you.
Thank you so much. To each and every one of you in here, thank you, like, for your time. Thank you for hearing me out, for not judging. Like, thank you for not making me feel small. Thank you. Like, I truly appreciate you guys.
Sorry to cut you guys short. Can I leave so that I can actually just speak to my therapist quickly? So yeah,
No problem.
I'm already following. I'm following you, Kitumeti.
Okay,
Yeah, so it's fine. I'm already following you.
No problem.
So
I'm gonna let Coco Sir come through. No worries. Thanks, Masuho. We'll keep in touch or we'll speak again tomorrow.
okay, have a good day, guys. Sharp.
Sharp.
Bye, guys.
Hi, Coco Sir.
Hi guys, how are you? I'm okay. Listen, I wanna know, this mental health thing comes from, our childhood traumas and what we have, or a certain event that has happened, beside childhood, in our teenage stages, and or a certain incident that has happened, and it, you know triggers it only triggers now, so what I want to know from Gitumet's side is what is triggering this this thing for her, to have all these thoughts in her mind, and the cutting and everything. What is it that it triggers this whole thing? Because for me, I feel like we can all handle, because we're different. I know that we're different, but from my side, I feel like one can handle their mental health. And by that is choosing themselves, because and also nurturing the child that is sorry about that, nurturing the child that is inside you. Because the moment you bring pain to yourself is when you're making things worse. I'm not saying that, they're weak and everything. I'm just saying that, there's a way where we can all try to control these mental health issues that we have without having the need to be running to people, because not everyone is going to be there all the time, right? Not your father, not your mom, not the therapist is going to be there. So I think for us to be able to heal from all these, as us finding the root of what caused this, and facing whatever root that caused this, and try to nurture whatever makes us happy, so that we can be not forget but heal from that, from all that hurt us. So for Kitumeti to be cutting herself and just self-inflicting herself like this does not pose any wait, you guys. Yeah, does not pose any solution to what she's doing. I feel like she should be finding a solution by just loving herself. And by cutting yourself and just self-inflicting it all, again comes down to love. Do you have that love? Do you have self-love for yourself? Because the moment you have that, it's when you control yourself from doing certain things to yourself. The moment you practice self-affirmation, the moment you nurture the child that is inside you, is when you are able to not only escape those thoughts, but you're also able to heal. And another thing that I heard from Kitumeti's side is that she raised her little sister. It could be that is making her doing all of these things. Because when you are raising children and you are a child yourself, you don't have time to be looking after yourself and enjoying the child that is inside of you. So I also believe that these are the things that triggers her mind also, I think. So I want her to tell us about what really happened in her childhood, for her to get so triggered, for her to pull such self-inflicting injuries to herself.
So before Kitumeti comes through, ne, Kitumeti, darling, you can mute. I'm not sure if Ukoko say missed the first part, but it's not her childhood hit. It's her current situation. Kitumeti, please mute, Mama. It's her current situation. It's not her childhood. And she mentioned that she raised her sister because of she used as a reference to say that she asked her sister of something and she did not want to do it for her. But it's not necessarily childhood trauma. She did explain that it is her current situation. If she were to get out of where she is currently, then her situation would be better. So it's her current situation that's triggering all of this. Koketo, come through.
Dumelang. Guys. So one thing that is very important, and it's something that I think is very dangerous about social media, is that sometimes, let me make a metaphor. Sometimes somebody has a brain tumor and none of us are equipped to perform surgery or even identify the symptoms of a brain tumor. Then we are going to prescribe grandpa to this person, or we are going to try and we are not equipped. We are going to try and open this person's brain and we are not equipped to do that. It's dangerous. That's one. There are things that you may say that will leave Kitumezi worse than she was when she came into this life. And yes, we are well meaning. We want Kitumezi to be better. And one thing that I picked up that was said is how the thing about self-love and one of the main symptoms of depression ke gore a o ithate. You are incapable of loving yourself, and I'm saying this as a person who has recovered from depression 1 and 2, has studied psychology. You do not love yourself really, so it's not going to help gore re tle mo and give you an on the surface answer, because it's going to harm you even more. So I would implore, I would suggest that we try not to make the situation worse by trying to make it better. We can't be having a session likitumetse here and trying to uproot her childhood traumas and trying to find out and then she'll be alone, and then what? She needs somebody who is professional who can help her. I understand we are well meaning. I'm not questioning anyone's intentions. I'm just saying we can end up re gobatsa motho gante re ra mo thusa.
Yeah, no, I get exactly where you're coming from, Koketo, and this is why I actually said to Gitumetsu gore ke kopa mute and not answer. That's why I decided to answer on her behalf, because she had already explained that it is her current situation, her current environment, and her current settings that is putting her where she is now. So we don't want to go back and dig on childhood and you know, I wanted to ask Lena Khori when she said Khori Aswahai dished up for her and the plate was even, you know, I wanted to ask her why would her sister do that, but I was scared because Lena, I didn't want to start digging stuff, you know, because like Makupe is saying, Khori, we'll ask her questions now and then at the end we can't even help, and then we end the live and then she's chilling alone, and then what, you know? Lisiko something said that she wanted to come through. I'm just gonna wait for her to come through. Mara kitumetsine, I didn't study psychology like Koketo. I'm not a professional. I'm, you know, all I'm gonna say is I can't even say that I relate because I've never been there, and I'm not gonna lie and say I know what you're going through. But if you still can, hold on, hang in there. I know sometimes we lose hope because you look at something and you're just like, there's nothing for me here, and which is not necessarily always the case. I hope and I pray that you showing up on this live today is cover just for nothing. I hope that you get help by someone. I hope someone notices you. Or even myself, I hope you find the help that you need. I hope God gives you the strength and the courage to face whatever you're going through. Mpo, please mute. Mpo, please mute. Thank you so much. I hope that God gives you the strength and the courage to face every single day of your life. Yeah, man, just light and love to you. Rona re a ratana ka mo. We are here every day. We talk nonsense half of the time, but it's a safe space. It's really a safe space. Hello, Mpho Sibongile. You can unmute now.
Sorry, man. Hi, guys. Hi, good afternoon. Sorry, I'm a bit sickish, but I felt I need to just say a thing or two to Kitumetse. Yo, I'm so happy that Kitumetse is trying to find help. I'm so happy that Kitumetse is telling us or telling whoever she told, and she's contacted SADC. She really wants to. Sorry, it shows that she really wants to leave. She wants to leave. It's just that things are hard for her at the moment. But just asking for help, I applaud you for that, my sister. I applaud you for that
Mams,
because
please mute
I
her.
went.
Sorry, Mpo. Mams,
Yes.
thank you. Mpo, you can continue. Sorry about that.
Yeah. From my experience, when I said I got triggered, yeah, I got triggered a bit, but it's not about me today. It's about Kitumete. But her language scares me. Whatever she said, and it scares me a lot. So please, Kitumete, can we try? Whoever has got any means, thanks for Masejo. And we are hoping that Masejo's dad will be able to help somehow. And thanks for Makoya Rundown as well. You know, like you say, Sabs, half of the time we talk rubbish, we laugh about it and all of that. But thank God that we can also talk about serious stuff like this. This is very serious. One life too many. This is serious stuff, guys. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. That I applaud Kitumate for asking for help. Just that, just for saying, girls, I'm trying, I'm drowning. Please help. She's drowning. Please, Kitumate, hang in there, hang in there. I beg you, because as far as I said, from my experience, what you are saying, it hurts. It hurts so bad. It hurts. So yeah, let's try not to be professionals as well. Let's not help. I mean, let's not try and ask her about her upbringing and all that and whatever.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, Mpo. And to add on what you said, I believe there's still very much hope for the fact that she even mentioned "Gore, this is a second or third life that she's come through to ask for assistance. That for me says that go santsane go na le hope, you know. She hasn't really thrown the towel. She still wants to try. She's still fighting, you know. She must just hang in there. Help will come. She's fighting, Cookie. She's fighting. She must just hang in there. It'll come eventually. My mom always says that before kufika ukukhanya kuvele kube mnyama kakhulu. So just tell yourself that the reason why it's this dark, it's because light is very close, light is very near. And whenever I go through something hectic myself, I always say to myself, I will just take it as if Mudimu Santana apeya pizza yaka. No, Mudimu Santana apeya pizza yaka and iko butwa. It's just that I don't have a date for renewing because God does not give us his calendar. He doesn't share his calendar with us, but Usantane apeya pizza yaka and iko butwa. Just give it time, hang in there. Yeah, no, it's definitely temporary. It's temporary. Thank you so much, Karabo, for that. Hello, Mamsi.
Hi, how are you, everyone? Can you all hear me?
We can.
Hello. Oh, okay. So, Lena Auskidumeti, I wanted to say something to her. You are strong. Ne, from my past experience, see you are strong, and then for you to come here to share your story, it shows where you are willing to push and push and push. So what I can say to you, Gihore, just keep on praying. Modimo wa hanke a lahla bana ba gae. Le rena re mo today because of God. Only God, nothing else and no one else. So pusha Lina. Like I was raised, I was adopted. It was not easy. Every day I had to sexually harassing me. Like no one know my story. But I said to myself for one day, Lina Modimo tla nkaraba, and then here I am today. I was pregnant, baby daddy and with nothing. My baby, but won't do this. So we are Thapelong. I don't have much, but I will help Lina where I can because I know how it feels to suffer. So yeah, thank you.
Yo, Mamsi, like I think one of the good days, and I'm gonna ask KG to lead us, maybe hold a prayer session yana, because you nah, this for me, I'm not equipped for this. I'm the weakest link, guys. I'm just a big mouth, but I'm literally the weakest link. Mamsi, I hope also you find healing. I pray that Luena Mudim Ahufe Mata, the strength to face whatever you are facing. And have hope. Man, go tlo ba sharp, guys. Wait, it's going to be okay. It might take time, but it's going to be okay. You just and I know that sometimes when you are in a situation, it's believed it's hard to believe gore Modimo santsana le teng, or it's hard to even kneel down and pray. Ebile nna, I was telling my couple the other day, I was going through so much, and I said I'm even at a point where I don't pray anymore. Like I don't pray anymore. If you know me, you would know that I would used to go to church every single Sunday, but now I'm like, what up, God? And I pray whenever I can. If I can't, then I'm sorry, I couldn't. But can we remember, Khori, he's always God, in good and in bad. And sometimes, and man, you guys are strong. The fact that you are here, you are standing, and you are saying, you are telling us what you are telling us with everything that you guys have gone through. Like, soldier on. It might not be tomorrow or next week or next month, but a breakthrough will come. These things take time, but eventually the global sharp, man, guys, you're going to be okay. Like, this is such a heavy show for me. I'm not equipped for such. Makupe ran for her life and left me here. But we are here every day, guys. Every single day from 20 past 10 to whatever time. Guys, I'm gonna close now. Please like so we get to 30K. But I'm gonna close. Yeah, it means I'm the softest person internal, but external I look very strong, but I'm not the strongest person. But ngizongcina emkhulekweni yami, guys. I will keep in my prayers. When I pray, I will mention your names. And Liluna, don't cease to pray. Like, keep praying, keep fighting. Koketso se the raga taula e o e latlhele kwaka, like, soldier on. Eventually a breakthrough will come. We are Makoya Rundown. We are here every single day from 20 past 10 to at least 12:30. But yeah, I think today it took another direction, and I'm not complaining. My name is Sabs. I was your host for today. I don't like. Thank you so much, my crush. Guys, rain. I don't ride solo. I've got 3 other soldiers that I run this train with. Culprit number 1 just joined, the CEO. I'm not sure if you would like to say something before I close the show.
Dumelang bagolo ba ka gape ba re keng kana ne ke feta fela tota ne ke re fela we are here Monday to Friday, Sabs. It's Monday to Friday, not every day, ne? Ba re keng kana cause lona weekend re tle le re nyaka mo and then we're busy. So it's like Monday to Friday, na? All right. And gape You can catch up more yesterday's show, more YouTube actually, as in like literally now. As in I just go to YouTube because yesterday we were talking about skins here with Sabs. Hey man. When it got really awkward with Sabs here, skinning
But home.
Hey.
Move on. Please move on. Heal. Heal, you know. But yeah, with that being said, guys, don't forget to always choose yourself. People are going to treat you the way that they want to. People are going to talk to you the way that they want to. People are going to walk over you if they want to. Above everything, choose yourself and choose your feelings, you know. Koketo said that if anything is costing you, if anything hurts you or disturbs your mental health or your peace, that thing is costing you a lot. That thing is expensive for you. Don't subscribe. Do not subscribe to that. Choose yourself, love yourself, even in difficult times. Remember that the only person that will always matter is you. I know that Gitumezi said something about unaliving herself. Sometimes try and think about Hori, it's not gonna, you know, it's so sad because we think of such, but the people that hurt us are going to be left in this world, and they're going to continue living their lives whilst where now you have ended your own, you know, and you don't know what plans God has for you. So don't end your don't alive yourself based on how other people treat you. Fight, guys, fight, soldier on. Like sebenzisa nkani. If you guys want me to share nkani yaka luluna, by all means I can do that. Kina link kang for days ngine nkani, so I can bluetooth that. But fight, if you still can, please fight, soldier on, hang in there and tell yourself, manifest, and it's going to be fine. Like things are going to get better. Like there's light. There will be light at the end of the tunnel, you know. Please, itla ko botse, itla ke tlo share nkani yaka. Itla ke na le nkani for days. I fight. I fight like no one's business. You guys, body mental health is very important. I've shared a bit not so long ago. I think about a month ago, Hori. I left my job because of my mental health. And you know how people always say, why would you leave a job without finding another job? So if I'm gonna find another job next day, June, that means for from now till next day, June, I can't. So for me, mental health is everything. Put yourself first and tell yourself who you matter. No matter what, you matter. Thank you so much for joining me today. Like I said, my name is Sabs. I was your host for today. I normally host Woman to Woman on Wednesdays, but let me tell you, we end up speaking about everything and anything else. Matters of the heart, matters, financial matters, life matters. Like we speak about all of it. Come through. Like Leroy said, we are here Mondays to Fridays from 20 past 10 to whatever time. Join myself and Leroy. We've got KG. KG's not here tomorrow. I think Leroy, you're hosting tomorrow, ne? Yeah, I think Leroy is hosting tomorrow. It's raining, so he can't answer me. I love you guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. You will be hearing my voice throughout the week on the panel, but you will only see my face on Wednesday. Enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy your long weekend. I know with a lot of people, it's a long weekend. Enjoy. Please be safe. Be safe. Come back, Lily. Bye. I love you guys. So come back tomorrow, guys. Come back tomorrow. We are here again. Please come back tomorrow. Cheers. Bye.